Laura White there, Laura and Susie, Valley Roebuck House of Stories people, to Laura for your party piece, tune or song or however you want. He's going to sing a lovely song called The Bright Blue Rose. Especially if your name is Rose, this song is for you.
I don't know whether they're singing or not. They didn't sing for the last 2 years.
Go on over that. He's singing in the mission parlour every morning. What do you do?
I lost my job there, though. No. Am I going to get a note? G. In the cross black water, without once emerging onto the banks of a northern morning, that ponders for the first life much more than the mountains ever do. And she lies like a ghost beside me, goes down with the ease of a dolphin, and then emerges unlearned, unshamed, unharmed. For she is the perfect creature, natural in every feature, and I am the geek with the alchemist's stone. For all of you who must discover, for all who seek to understand, for having left the path of others, and you'll find a very special hand. For it is the holy thing, and it is a special time, and it is the only way. Forget-me-nots among the snow, it's always been, and so it goes. To ponder his death and his life eternally. One bright blue rose outlives all those, 2,000 years and still it goes. To ponder his death and his life eternally. Something like that.
Lovely, great stuff. That song on your new? Okay, this time we have great Nick Dempsey here for it. Presentation.
That's the greatest. There was this, an old fella, shall we say, like myself. He was living in a small town. And he had no great friends or anything, but he had one little friend, and that was a Jack Russell. And the Jack Russell up and died. And he went down to the parish priest the day after, and he asked the parish priest, would he say a mass for the little dog? Can't be done, says the priest. And he gave him a whole lot of things that he couldn't do. You can't do this and you can't do that. He accepted it anyhow, and the parish priest said, you maybe try the Protestant minister or some of the other religions, the Jew man, the rabbi. He might be able to give you a little service. So your man was going out the door, and he turned back and he said to the parish priest, would 500 quid be too much for to give him? Paddy, he said, you didn't tell me your dog was a Catholic, he said. I'll be 65 next birthday, or is it 64? Anyhow, now legs are not as active as they used to be before. All my life I rode a bike and journeyed near and far, but 6 months ago I took the plunge and bought a motor car. Now when the motor was delivered and I with me money parted, it was only then I realised that the expense had only started. Driving lessons cost a fortune for some old test I'd have to pass, and 200 quid for a little disc to stick upon the glass. The insurance was a nightmare, it nearly left me broke. There was times I regretted I ever bought the bloody yoke. After 12 or 14 lessons I was ready for me test, so I drove down to the centre, dressed in me Sunday best. I tried remembering all the rules that I'd have to obey, like stopping at a stop sign and yielding right away. When your man came out to test me with his book upon his lap, he didn't seem a bit impressed when I wiped the window with me cap. First he said we'll travel down, and then we'll take a right, and then we'll take a left just beyond the traffic light. Well, I put her in the first gear, let me foot out off the clutch. Your man sat with a hump on him, like a rabbit in a hutch. Everything was going grand, I was going like a bomb, when I nailed one on her bicycle round the corner chance to come. I slammed my foot onto the brake to avoid a head-on smash. Your man didn't look too happy, with his nose stuck to the dash. Now Lynch had cried out on me and refused point blank to start, in spite of all the curses that I managed to impart. When I finally got her going, we'll move out of town, says he. So I turned around and we headed out into open country. But everything went wrong on me that could possibly go wrong. I got the impression that your man had regretted he'd come along. When I backed into a gate post, he turned a kind of yellow. Between you and me, he seemed to be a nervous kind of fella. He sat there all a trembling with his head between his knees, hid his pocket in his biro, and taken out his rosary beads. I was going down the bypass with old engine fairly buzzing, while your man knocked off Hail Marys at 16 to the dozen. Now I know I made the odd mistake, but sure I did my best. Then I asked a vital question. Have I passed my test? He looked me straight in the eye with a watery sort of a grin. Oh, you have, says he, because I'll not go through an ordeal like that again.
Feet is bleeding in the heat. They show us pictures on the television. Women and children dying in the street. Now we're still at it in our own place, still trying to reach the future through the past, still trying to carve tomorrow from a tombstone. But hey, don't listen to me, this wasn't meant to be no sad song. I've heard too much like that before. Right now I only want to be here with you till the morning dew comes falling. I want to take you to the island and trace your footprints in the sand. And in the evening when the sun's going down, we'll make love to the sound of the ocean. Blanket. Sorry, blanket. Mental breakdown. Where lagoon streams sing lullaby The night is in her hair, and like a lovesick lad she has my heart in thrall. No life have I, no liberty, for love is Lord of all. And often when the beacons horn has lulled thee to sleep, I'll steal into her shieling lorn, and through the doorway creep, and on the cricket's singing stone she'll make the bogwood fire, and singing sweet and undertone the song of heart's desire.